Okay folks, what we want to look at now is how we arrange a beauty kit for field work. I always have, of course, a mother station, which is a lot of cabinetry at home and shelving where I keep all of my sort of master collections. What I want to show you is some of the stuff, again, that you need to have in your kit, stuff you might not think about. And I'm going to start off by looking at my accessories area, and the accessories area are these two platforms. This is lips up here, and this is foundation and concealer, and these are all my palettes. Everything is arranged into palettes for eyeshadow or small containers. I don't want to get into too many digressions about product itself. I just want to talk about some of the stuff you want to carry. For some reason, I have 3 eyelash curlers. They just won't break down. These are Shuamaras. This is by Pout. So you always want your eyelash curlers. A couple of other things I want to show you. This is coming in a sadly random order, but I'm going to talk about essentials first. This is Second Skin, New Skin. This is a liquid Band-Aid. So if you see shaving nicks and other things like that that you want to cover, this provides a temporary seal. You always need this in your kit. This is a little body deodorant. It's kind of a neutral, not very strong, not very floral flavor, and I always can put this on my neck area like a balm to keep myself feeling fresh throughout the day. Believe it or not, that's important, that you don't communicate any body odors to your clients. So by having a little seal like this, that's always nice in a long shoot like that. This is a camping mirror. This is my palette. I'm trying not to take you on much of a walk through the park. Just want to show you the key things. These are pencil sharpeners in a variety of shapes and sizes to handle any kind of sharpening task that lays ahead. Lash glue. Always want your lash glue, and I always have a few containers of it. This is a sealer. This is called paint. And this makes any eyeliner waterproof instantly. So they ask if you have waterproof eyeliner. I can even take powders and black pencils, and then I use a little bit of this paint, and it makes a seal, and it removes with soap and water, but it's nice to be able to convert any eyeliner to waterproof, so you don't have to think about it. This is mascara. It's just really thick stuff if I want to do eyebrows or chest hairs or something bizarre. I've got this, and then I've got my regular mascaras, which you're throwing out all the time anyhow, because the sad things only have a few months shelf life, 2 or 3 months, and you got to ditch them. This is called Falsy, and I think this is a Maybelline. Really good stuff. I'm currently using this as a mascara. So again, the brow sealer and the eyelash glue, important to note there. Then I have my eyelashes. I always carry a set of false, I mean, just as a backup. Obviously, if we're doing a shoot, they bring their own, or I tell them what to do. And then these are your individual lashes. And then Listerine. These are freely scattered throughout my kit. Little Listerine breath fresheners. They're just everywhere. And I'm just conscientiously living off of those. A couple of other things that are germane to the work. This is a styptic pencil. And a styptic pencil is used for sealing cuts, shaving cuts, things like that. You've always got to have one of these. This is a clear lip balm. This is a, good Lord, I got this from the States, from Makeup 411. And I cannot remember what it is. It might be Iredale or Jane Iredale, something like that. But it's a clear lip balm, and it's a good quality lip balm. Like I got it from California, and it was this big deal. Because if you're really doing a shoot that requires a lip balm, you want something that photographs well. This is a bit of fragrance. I almost never use this, but I always keep a little bit of fragrance handy. Sometimes you're finished the makeover, and you don't know what the occasion is, and maybe they want a little fragrancing up. You never know. This is a luminous foundation base. This is a liquid. You put a couple drops of this to any foundation, and it gives it a J-Lo glow shimmer. So people ask how to get the glowy look. Well, this is how you do it. This is made by Chanel. It's a Lumiere base. And yeah, I can mix this with any liquid foundation, and voila, I've got J-Lo glow. Now, as I understand it, I'll probably be corrected on this. I think Scott Barnes used to mix almond or sesame oil with his foundation, but now you can do it this way. Heated electric eyelash curler. Why do I have this in addition to the others? I was once working on a set with 40 cast members, And a lot of them are younger chorus lines, some of them were teenagers, a couple of kids, and I was doing lash curling and someone smashed into me from behind at 100 miles an hour, and I swear to God, at the last minute I released the lash curler, otherwise I would have pulled the girl's lashes out. So I vowed me to get me one of these, and so this is nice in any situation where if I'm likely to be jostled, you apply the mascara first in this case, and then you do a couple of sweeps with the curler. And jury's still out on it for some people, but I swear by it, love it, can't be without it. And then, of course, I carry various tweezers, and Tweezerman is probably the best way to go. So that's the basic organization of paraphernalia, which I hope has not been too sadly out of focus or off camera. Okay, are you having fun? Is this interesting? I hope so. There's all kinds of goodies in here, but, you know, I'm kind of tired of the stuff, so it's not that exciting to me anymore. But I wanted to show you the kind of stuff you should have. This is lipsticks. I use Estee Lauder. I bring the whole stick. I used to go through a period of little sewing kits, like little button containers or what have you, and then you would put bits of lipstick and carry them. But I kept losing the labels, and I didn't know what was what. And I don't know. I was getting cross-contamination, so I decided just carry the bloody lipsticks and pick the ones you want from the mother station. So I just love Estee Lauder lipsticks. They just do anything I want them to do. And then Estee Lauder is not the edgiest company in the world fashion-wise. So in order to create gloss lips, I carry some different lip glosses, MAC lip glass, and this kind of stuff. And then I have these Manic Panic lipsticks, which come in dark gray and black and blue and all kinds of different colors. That's the black lipstick, and I know you say, hygiene, you gotta watch that. Believe me, hon, before anything goes on anybody's face, I spritz it with alcohol. And even then I'll set it aside. Matte Captive, hello, I love Matte Captive. This is for theater lips. This is the lipstick to use for theater, unless you need red for the role. Nothing else reads past 10 rows, but Captive reads all the way to the back of the theater. Just absolutely fabulous. You cannot beat it. Is it Captive or Capture? Only time will tell. And more Manic Panic. Oh, God. Metallic silver lipstick. And you can do stuff with this because you custom blend your own lipsticks. These are lip blend base palettes. And I get these, you can see they have orange tones and see all these different tones of orange you can use, and of course you can use them for things other than lipstick, but this has a neutral and different roses, and you can see I've just dipped into them with my palette knife. So these are like primary kind of shade and color combinations for lips. So I can take these and blend them on my palette knife with my spatula as a base to kind of shift towards burgundies, to shift towards neutrals, to shift towards corals. And then I can take my lipstick, whatever color it happens to be, more things to clean after the shoot, and blend it in with those and create my own custom lip colors. And then I can add glosses. If I want to do a shimmer lipstick, you ask, how do you do a shimmer lipstick? I've always been wondering. Like, you know the kind you see in super editorials where the lips are just covered with sparkles? Well, this is the most fabulous stuff. These are Ben Nye luminous pigments, and I have them in a big mother station, and they got this tiny little system for carrying them around. So, if you have a look in them, this is kind of their orange. This is showing up nicely. I'm trying to use this natural light, take advantage of it. But it gives you kind of a luminous orange. And of course it's got metallics, so you could do the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz if you were so inclined. And then you get all this flotsam that drops around them. It's just nice to throw on yourself for fun. These are shimmery pigments. So you can put on your lipstick, and then you can take a little of this pigment and you can just work it on carefully into your palette where you've done your custom lipstick blend. And then you apply it. And then you can take your fingertip, clean it off with a little hand sanitizer, and then put it on. And then you can do anything you want, from Aztec golds to Indian coppers to, oh, you name it. See, this is our gold pigment. You can do your whole face in gold like those really cheesy 1960s makeovers.